Imagine this. You just met someone, and this time, it feels different. They don't just like you, they are obsessed with you. Your phone lights up constantly. Good morning, beautiful. I can't stop thinking about you. Where have you been all my life? You go on that first date, and it lasts 6 hours. You talk about everything, your deepest fears, your biggest dreams. They look deep into your eyes and say, "I've never felt a connection like this with anyone." You go home, your head spinning. You call your best friend and scream, "I think I met the one." It's just like a movie. They send flowers to your work. They plan a trip for next month, even though you've only known each other for a week. Everything is moving so fast, but you tell yourself, this is what love at first sight feels like, right? But then, suddenly, a text goes unanswered. A sudden cold shoulder for no reason. And that high comes crashing down. You're confused. You wonder what you did wrong. You try to chase that amazing feeling from last week. And you have no idea that you've just walked into one of the most dangerous psychological traps in the dating world. What you thought was destiny, psychologists call it love bombing. And here is the heartbreaking truth. Intensity is not intimacy. That heart-pounding, knee-shaking feeling, sometimes those aren't butterflies. That is your body's fight or flight response screaming at you that you're in danger. Today, we are going to decode the difference between a real-life fairy tale and a manipulator's script. Welcome to Psych Blueprint.
So, what exactly is it? Love bombing sounds kind of cute, right? Who wouldn't want to be bombarded with love? But here is the definition you need to burn into your brain. Love bombing isn't about affection. It is about control. It is a manipulation tactic used by narcissists, abusers, and emotional con artists. Think about it this way. If I want to break into your house, I could kick down the door. That's violence. Or I could stand at the gate, flirt with you, bring you gifts, make you feel like a queen until you unlock the door yourself and invite me in. That is love bombing. And once I'm inside the house, I'm the one in charge. Why does it work so well, even on incredibly smart, independent people? Because it hacks your biology. When someone floods you with that much attention, praise, and gifts, your brain reacts instantly. It releases a massive amount of dopamine, the pleasure and reward chemical. That is the exact same chemical released when you win the lottery or when you use cocaine. Basically, the love bomber is getting you literally high. They are turning themselves into your favorite drug. And just like any drug dealer, the first hit is always free. They give you this intense validation, this feeling of being seen to get you hooked. And once you're addicted, once you need their text to start your day, once you need their compliments to feel confident, that is when they start charging you. And the price isn't money. The price is your boundaries. It's your freedom. It's your self-esteem. So, before we dive into the 3 specific signs, remember this golden rule. Healthy love is a slow burn. It's like a fireplace that keeps your house warm in the winter. It's steady, it's safe, and it takes time to build. But love bombing? It's a wildfire. It's hot, it moves fast, it's overwhelming, and it will burn down everything in its path. So, how do you tell the difference between the fireplace and the wildfire when you're standing too close to the flames? You look for these 3 red flags.
All right, let's get into the details. How do you know if someone actually likes you or if they are setting a trap? You look for these 3 bright red flags. Sign number 1, immediate future faking. Imagine you were on a second date, just the second date, and they start talking about a summer trip next year. They joke about what your kids would look like. They say, "I'm moving cities next year, would you come with me?" It sounds romantic,
But in psychology, we call this future faking. Why do they do it? They are selling you a fantasy. They aren't selling reality because the reality is you two don't know each other at all. They are selling you a vision of a home, safety, and happily ever after. When you buy into that fantasy, your brain automatically ignores the red flags in the present. You think, oh, he has a bit of a temper, but he's already planning our wedding. He must really love me. Don't fall for it. If they promise you a lifetime commitment when they don't even know if you drink your coffee black or with milk, that is a red flag. Sign number 2, the mirroring trap. You say you love 80s rock music. They say, oh my God, that is my favorite genre. You say you were hurt in the past. They say, I went through the exact same thing. We are perfect puzzle pieces. It feels like you found your soulmate, right? But be careful. Love bombers are skilled chameleons. They are using a technique called mirroring. They watch you closely, listen to what you crave, and then reflect that exact image back to you. They become the perfect man or woman you have always wanted. But remember, no one is perfect, and no two strangers are a 100% match on every hobby and opinion from day one. If they are weirdly similar to you, maybe they aren't a soulmate. They are just copy-pasting your personality to manipulate you. Sign number 3, grand gestures versus boundaries. This is the trickiest one. They send 100 roses to your office. Every coworker gasps, I wish my partner was that romantic. But hold on. You told them they had a busy meeting today. You told them you don't like being the center of attention. But they did it anyway. Why? Because that gift wasn't for you. It was for them. It is a performance. They want you to feel indebted. They want to create social pressure so you can't say no to them. In psychology, this is a boundary violation disguised as romance. If you say, I need to be alone tonight, and they show up at your door with food because I was worried about you, that is not cute. That is a red alert. They are testing to see how much they can override your wishes. And here's the scariest part. What happens after this love bombing phase? Once you believe in that fake future, once you believe they are your soulmate, once you accept all those expensive gifts, they flip the switch. Snap. The coldness starts. The criticism starts. This is the devaluation phase. You will panic. You will ask, where did that amazing person from last week go? And you will do anything, sacrifice anything, lower all your boundaries just to get that sweet person to come back. But they will never come back because that person never existed.
So, if you suspect you might be in this situation, or you just want to protect yourself in the future, what do? Don't worry. I'm not telling you to break up immediately. Instead, I'm giving you a 3-step blueprint to test reality. Think of this as a spam filter for your heart. Strategy number 1, the pace check. Love bombers rely on speed to disorient you. So the simplest way to unmask them is to slow down. Next time, when they want to see you 5 days a week, simply say, I want to take some time for myself this week. Let's meet on the weekend. When they talk about marriage after 2 weeks, say, I really like you, but I want us to get to know each other step by step. This is the most important test. Someone who genuinely cares about you will respect your pace. They will say, okay, no problem. But a love bomber, they will panic, they will get angry, or they will play the victim. Don't you miss me? I thought what we had was special. If your need to slow down makes them upset, run. Strategy number 2, the boundary test. This is the most powerful tool in your kit. Say no to a small request. If they want to buy you an expensive gift that makes you uncomfortable, decline it. If they want you to text back instantly while you are working, turn off your notifications. Watch their reaction closely. Healthy love can survive a no. Control cannot. If your no causes the silent treatment or makes them accuse you of being selfish, that is the clearest proof that they don't love you, They just want to own you. Strategy number 3, embrace healthy boredom. This is the hardest step. You have to retrain your brain. We often confuse peace with boredom. After the adrenaline rush of love bombing, a normal relationship will feel very boring. No 24/7 texting, no constant drama, no life or death promises. But you need to understand this. Sustainable love should be a little boring. It's like drinking water. It's not as sweet and stimulating as soda, but it is the only thing that keeps you alive in the long run. Learn to appreciate the peace. Learn to appreciate a man or woman who says less, does more, and always respects your personal space. Don't look for someone who turns your world upside down. Look for someone who makes your world stand right side up again.
Finally, I want you to remember this. Love is not a performance. It isn't about giant bouquets of roses or life or death vows on the very first day. Don't let Hollywood movies fool you. Drama does not equal love. If you constantly have to guess what they are thinking, if you feel like you are walking on a tightrope, if you feel like you have to pay for their love with your obedience, that is not love. That is a gilded cage. You deserve to be loved for who you actually are. Your happy moments, your sad moments, and even the moments when you say no. You are a human being, not a prize to be won. So cherish the peace. Cherish the people who respect your boundaries, and never trade your freedom for some temporary fireworks. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the craziest romantic thing an ex ever did for you that you liked at the time, but looking back now, it gives you the creeps? Share your story in the comments below. Let's discuss it. And if this video helped you see love from a new perspective, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Psych Blueprint and turn on notifications. I will see you next week with a new blueprint for your mind. Thanks for watching. Keep your heart safe.